it's Miss Leigh here. I wanted to maybe do a little baking with you today. I thought that would be fun. I've got a simple item that I want to bake that I think maybe you'll have the ingredients too, and we can bake together. One of there's only 2 ingredients really, and one of them are bananas. And these bananas are a little darker than we like to eat just as bananas, but there's great possibilities with overripe bananas. You can use them in smoothies, you can use them in baked items, you can even go ahead and peel them and pop them in the freezer so that you can use them later. What I want to use them for today is for us to make a 2-ingredient cookie, and it's with bananas and oatmeal. You can do quick oats or you can do the old-fashioned oats. Either one works well. Our recipe today basically, I don't know if this is showing up backwards or not, but is 1 cup of oats with 2 ripe bananas. I happen to have thrown some of those bananas in the freezer, so I pulled them right out and started smushing them. And that's what you're going to do first, whether they're bananas from your freezer or bananas from your fruit bowl that are a little overripe. You're going to take and you're just going to put those 2 bananas, peel them first of course, and put those 2 bananas in a bowl, and you take a spoon or a potato masher if you have one, a slotted spoon, like I said, a potato masher, and you sit here and you smush those bananas. Honestly, you could use your hands too. Might be a little messy, but always a lot of fun. So once you get those bananas pretty smushed up, as you can see in there, you're gonna add your oats. And so I have some oats in this container right here, and you need a cup of oats. I mean, if your bananas are really big, you might want to do 1 1/4 cups, but pretty much a cup of oats. So this is a 1/2 cup measure. These are measuring cups that I have right here, and measuring cups come in all different sizes, and you can get mom to help you. This one right here is a 1/2 cup. So I'm going to need 2 of these to make a full cup. So there's 1. And over here is 2. And my bananas were pretty big, so I'm going to add in another 1/4 cup. And these 1/4 cups are half the size of the 1/2 cups. Put that in there. So those are our 2 ingredients, and you mix them up. Yum, yum, yum. Mix them really good till all the oats are wet. And you'll know the difference because it'll start sticking together. Get all the ones off around the side. Come on in there. You gotta dive into that banana too. And you smush, and you blend, and you stir until all the banana and the oats are smushed together. Once again, this is a really good time to go ahead and use your hands because some of those banana pieces don't quite want to smush up in there. So if it doesn't gross you out, get your fingers in there and smush it all together. Now, this is honestly all it takes to make this cookie, but the fun part is you can do add-ins. There's all kinds of possibilities. Let's say, so right now you have a banana base with some oatmeal. You could add cinnamon in there and maybe some raisins. You could add some peanut butter or even peanut butter powder in there. You could add some cocoa powder, some little mini chocolate chips, or maybe even some coconut. All kinds of possibilities that you can put in there, and it will all be delicious. I really like cinnamon, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little cinnamon in mine. Actually, I'm putting quite a bit of cinnamon because I like a lot. Little cinnamon in there. And what else do you think would be good with cinnamon? You're thinking peanut butter and cinnamon, that's kind of weird. Actually, chopped apples would be good in here at this point. Ugh, just had that thought. That sounds really delicious. I know it seems kind of weird to put cinnamon and chocolate chips together, but I've had it and I think it's delicious. So I'm going to cut my bag of chocolate chips, and I'm just going to pour a little in there. We can use a little measuring cup, but this is a 1/2 cup measure, and I'm not quite filling it up. Maybe I am. Okay, just kind of have to stir it and see how that looks. So what we've decided to add in so far is some cinnamon and some mini chocolate chips. They're the semi-sweet kind. Okay. So you have cinnamon, chocolate, banana. I don't know. That sounds really good to me. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. So the cooking part. Well, you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Get your mom to help you with that. And then you're going to put some parchment paper on a baking sheet. Here is my baking sheet. And here is my parchment paper that I'm putting on here. And then you are simply going to put little dollops, little spoonfuls, over you can see. Move my add-ins out of the way. Make some more room. So you're going to put little spoonfuls of this cookie mixture right on your paper. It might kind of want to fall apart, so you just kind of have to kind of stick it back together. Okay, and you can make them as big or as small as you want. The recipe says cook them at 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes. Kind of depends on what kind of oats you used. It may take a little longer if you had old-fashioned oats versus the quick oats. And if you added like real peanut butter in there, it might take a little longer because your mixture is going to be a little bit wetter. But for the most part, 12 minutes will do it. So you sit here and you make those little dollops, little spoonfuls of cookie dough on your paper until you get them all on there. And then you're going to pop them in that preheated oven, preheated to 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, I have an example. The good part is you can lick the dough off your finger. I made some the other day, or actually earlier today, as an example for you that are already finished. Okay, this is what it comes out looking like. It's delicious. What I put in this one was I did dark chocolate chips and I did peanut butter powder, this PB powder that's right here. So it had banana and oats. Those are your two ingredients. I added some peanut butter powder, 2 tablespoons, and I added some dark chocolate chips to it. And oh, doesn't that look delicious? This is how they come out. Okay, and you eat them like this. And they're kind of chewy. And it's really not too sweet when you do that because those dark chocolate chips do not add much sweetness to it. It's only the sweetness of the banana. Clean. It's a clean recipe, especially if you make sure you have your clean chocolate chips, which you could do raisins. Anyway, and it's just so delightful. So I hope that you will try this recipe. It's very simple, my friends, and I hope that you enjoy it. So why don't you, we're going to post this on our Hamilton Mill Preschool Facebook page. And if you try this recipe and you want to share with us what kind of add-ins you did, you could do sprinkles, you could do nuts. There's just all kinds of things that you could do. Then share that with us and let us know how it turned out. I am so glad that I got to do this with you. I miss you guys oh so much. Those good morning hugs and just seeing you throughout the day when you're doing your fun stuff at preschool, coming by the office and saying hello to us and all those kind of things. I miss your smiling faces. I do oh so much. And I'm just glad that we can reach out to each other like this. Stay safe, find joy, give grace, and help where you can. Give yourself a big hug and a brain kiss. And I hope to see you real soon, my friends.